Well, welcome to Fortune Cookies Tarot. For some reason, my intro music blanked out. So, welcome. I'm Annabelle. I'm a tarot practitioner for over 35 years. And in this video, we're going to take a look at Elon Musk. We're going to see how that guy's doing. I want to do a 12-month reading on him. There was an article, and I'm going to do another short reading on that about how, everyone's worried about his substance use alarm at Tesla and SpaceX. People are worried about him. This is an article that I did find on, I guess it's Bazinga. Elon Musk's unorthodox behavior attributed to some of his creativity and mental health, stress-induced sleep deprivation, has led to uneasiness among his close associates over his you-know-what use. Linda Johnson Rice, a former director at Tesla Inc., for example, decided not to seek re-election to the electric car company's board due to concerns about Musk's substance use and unpredictable behavior. So this is exciting stuff. We're going to do a closer reading on that separately, but for today, we're going to look at his 12 months. So he's got lots of stuff going on personally. He's got lots of stuff going on privately. Well, personal and private, same thing. There's all kinds of craziness going on with him. He is super fun. But as always, this is my own personal psychic download. These are my own psychic impressions. Please do your own research. This is for entertainment purposes only. And you guys know I am a fan of Musky Musk. I think he's a cool guy. So I'm continuing to use the tarot deck of the week, the Tarot of the Owls. I love this deck. Getting a lot of positive feedback from people, especially in the Discord. They're like, hey, I love that deck. So I did put a community post. If you want to buy this, it's an Amazon affiliate link. You can purchase it at my community post. If you are so inclined, I may get a fee or commission at no additional charge to you. So, and I just suggested to one of my followers that you get this periwinkle blue tarot bag to go with it. So let's see how Elon's 12 months is going to go. Let's see what's happening. So we're just going to do two pillars for him, his personal life and his professional life. We're just going to do two pillars. So we'll do personal at the top, professional at the bottom. We'll split the deck. Why not? Here's his personal life. We've got January, February, March. I'm just going to put that there. And then this is his professional life. Oh, why does no one want to play with Elon? So personal life for January, we've got some emotional dysregulation. Is this due to his ongoing battle with Grimes? Yes, there's the ongoing battle. All he's trying to do is smooth out everything at home. But there is the Temperance card in reverse. So we may have some dysregulation. There may be something to the substance abuse thing. Or it may be the personal issues that are affecting the dysregulation. That is like the word of the week, dysregulation, emotional dysregulation. There's going to be some dysregulation of emotionality. Gregopedia hates when I say emotionality. So this is his January. Looks like it's going to be a little bit tough. I mean, it's already the 8th. We're getting through the month. So hopefully he's getting to the end of it. When he gets to February, we have Knight of Wands. So he's coming up with some better ideas, some better cooperative ideas that they're going to work together. He's still trying to get his way. He's negotiating, trying to get a more favorable perspective for him. That's in February. And in March, it looks like we are begrudgingly handing out some money in amounts that I think he's going to be uncomfortable with or unhappy with. And that's not to say that he doesn't want to see his kids taken care of, but he doesn't want to be taken to the cleaners by LA attorneys. So I think in March, we're going to see he's going to be pretty upset about it. He's going to have some things to say about the care and keeping of the children, but they're going to start to move on as we get into March. Now, professionally, we have this Three of Wands in reverse, which is indicative of what I just said about that individual Rice that was a board member who opted to, well, she had a two-term ending in 2019. She reportedly confined to fellow board members on more than one occasion that she had worries about his substances. She even requested that the board consider investigating his substance use, which was limited and not, which extends and is not limited to a variety of things. So you can look this article up yourself. So I think this is part and parcel of that, of eliminating the avenues that he has. And this kind of reflects it. But at the same time, he's got his core four, let's say, the people that are going to really support and really believe in what he's doing, what he's saying. So he's got his true believers there. This is ginger ale. It is not champagne. Though it is never too early for champagne. It is ginger ale. I just like to drink it in a fancy coupe glass. So when we go into March, Five of Swords, there's going to be some conflict going on there. And that's going to give him a lot of anxiety, and he's going to be upset about it because they have such a good thing going. It's almost like they're at a point of when we get into states of luxury, when we have enough to eat, enough to do it, and we have all this leisure time, people tend to find dramatic stuff to invest themselves in. And it's almost like he feels like this is drama for drama's sake. Like it's not broke. Let's keep working forward. March, when we get in there, Knight of Pentacles, it looks like we start to slip slide on our hold of power here. He's going to become very defensive. I think where he's going to start to be successful in this personal life with a little bit of begrudgingly holding back, I think we're going to see the same thing. He's going to dig in his heels at work. He's going to feel like everybody's coming at him from all angles. So March is probably going to be a difficult month for him. And the best thing I can say is surround yourself with good players that are gonna care and take care of you and be true believers. And I know that sounds terrible, like saying true believers like that, but it's not really what I mean, like true believers. So truth is out there, right, Greg? I don't know if whistling will do it. I think it's the actual original music that we can't do. All right, so we're not going to split the deck this time. So April, May, June, April, May, June. So by April, personally, he's starting to really feel the pressure. And going into May, we have 2 9 cards here. So we have 9 of Swords, 9 of Wands. So I think, we come to some resolution between April and May to just equalize the situation. Personally, I think, he's under enough pressure everywhere else. It does look like we get to a solid ground. It's not celebratory. It's not fantastic. It's not a great relationship. And I'm presuming that this is with Grimes because it does feel like we've got Grimes here. Actually, this is Siobhan. Siobhan is going to be the bomb for the drama with Grimes. Siobhan is going to be a bit of a lighthouse in the dark, if you will. She's going to become much easier. Well, she'll be much easier to work with in comparison. Though he does mind meld with Grimes much better. Yes, mind meld. I did say that. So we may see some new starts. I mean, the interesting thing is that, you know, potentially we have a request of Siobhan to formalize their relationship. I think there's something about formalizing this relationship and making it work on a more legal basis. So coming to the table with some different things. But I think that, you know, the relationship foundation is not terrific. I don't think that he's an easy person to get along with. And you know, genius does that. You know, sometimes you have trouble, you know, really kind of meeting them where you need to. It's one of the reasons why I think he gets along so well with Grimes, because I think that she's open spiritually much more and can communicate in different manners. So so yeah, April's not going to be a terrific month for him. May, going into this 9 of Wands, he's starting to lay down the law, and I think he's really trying to move forward in a bit more of a jerky capacity, but he's meeting the demand of what's being presented to him. So I think that that's going on. April, May, June. By the time we get to June, school's out, everybody's fun. He's still Hangman in reverse. I think we're going to be losing some money and trying to, oh boy, losing some money. Presumably that's for childcare and those, you know, what do they call it in England? They call it maintenance payments. Sorry, I've got a nail that just decided to fly off my finger. So, you know, maintenance payments, child support, it does look like that's going to be going forth, but I don't think that he's going to get the return on investment that he expects. I think, you know, he's not going to have that much time with the kids. I think he's willing to pay this out, but he's just wants to make sure that he still has exposure to those children with Grimes. So that is June. That's when we're out of school. Not that those kids are big enough to be in school. They're very little. Going into work, we get much more success here coming in April. 7 of Pentacles. Everyone is getting on the same page now, understanding that if it's not broke, don't fix it. We don't need to move forward. We don't need to make changes to this. We don't need conservatorships or having him step down or anything. He really is. And I know this is up for dispute. I know a lot of people say that he's taken information from other people. That was said about Steve Jobs. It was said about Bill Gates, you know, all of the tech giants that we know, you know, someone along the line said, that was my idea. Edison, Tesla. Yeah, it's kind of a legacy of the tech industry. So, you know, you just kind of say, that was my idea, science. So, we have April, May. Moving into May, I think things are starting to balance out at work. We've got that justice card. That justice card can be changes in leadership, equalizing the board, adding more control or taking control away from those that have excessive control. This will be unpartnering with certain people that are not working well, distancing himself from it, and also sussing out the drama for drama's sake. So we're going to see that happen for him in May. When we get to June, we've got Hermit. I think he is going to take a break a bit. And I think that that's a good thing. I think he's going to, and historically, he is not this kind of guy. He works excessively. He works round the clock. I think like 10-hour days. And I think he only sleeps like 4 hours a night or something crazy like that. But I think we're going to see him slow down a little bit more come this summer. I think he's going to pace himself and enjoy a bit more of the summer. I think intellectually, he's understanding that the more he works, the less he plays, you know, the more he's paying out to people that are having a great time playing. So I think he's going to do that. There's going to be a little bit of a shift of his philosophy in June. I don't think he is going to become a completely different person, but I think he's going to start to put importance on other things rather than being a workaholic. Now, is he a workaholic? to a certain extent, I think he's a workaholic because he gets such great yield out of the work that he does. But, is he able to take his foot off the gas? I think he will be able to take his foot off the gas. Or not the gas, the the accelerator. You take his foot off the accelerator. Thank you, Greg. What would I do without you?
I don't know. You have a much more boring show.
I would have a much more boring show. So we're going into the second half of the year. July, August, September. Personally, we're getting into some ugly stuff. We have July, August, September. He's going to be pinned down by something at work. So July, judgment is coming. What is this judgment for? This is the personal storyline for Elon Musk. Whatever he did, whatever shady stuff we just saw in the last couple of months, that's going to be sussed out. So he's going to do something that's a little shady and reckless. I don't know if this is the residency of the kids, California versus Texas or what, but whatever that shadiness was, it's going to be sussed out. And he's going to go, yeah, you got me. Yeah, you got me. All right, what do we do from here? So that is not, he's going to play nice at that. But in July, it's going to kind of wreck him a little bit. He's going to be angry about that, not happy about the turnout. Again, like I said, I think some shadiness either on his part or his attorney's part is going to come to the fore. And he's going to fess up to it. He's going to go, yeah, we did that. And it's going to disrupt not only his family life, but his financial life as well. He's not going to be happy about it. He's also going to deflect that. He's going to say, look, I did what I needed to do because this sussed out thing was, or this shady thing was happening on the other side. But he's going to be sorry for that. He's going to almost wish that he could go back in time. Then when we get to, what did I say, Greg? Is this July? I think I said July, August, September. We get into September. Yeah, this is the Three of Swords. Everybody's going to be unhappy. Family life is not great. He really does need to have a new start with all of that. He needs to kind of wipe the slate clean and almost go to therapy with everybody, like have a room full of, gals that had his baby. So I think that that's going to be interesting. He's going to be complaining at this point about, the where his money is winding up. And I don't think that if this happens in California, I don't think the judge is going to be very kind to him. I think the judge is really going to treat him like a jerk. And I do think that there's going to be some political motivation behind that. But for the most part, he's going to have a tough summer. It's going to be a tough summer into September. Now at work, 8 of Swords, he's being held in place and he's having some feelings about that, some pretty serious feelings about it. So whatever that cooperative work that was going on, there's going to be individuals there who are going to interfere with the process. And so, we get people in Hollywood that we call star effers. This is a tech effer. This is an individual who's trying to come in and take over the company. It's almost like, someone created a thing and they're going to come in and say, well, they can't deal with it anymore, but now I'm going to deal with it. I'm the guy who built all this. He's someone who's going to take credit for it. So it's really a shady person. Going into August, Elon Musk is going to be very upset about this. He's going to have a great deal of problems with it. He is going to be fighting back and saying, well, I'll burn the whole thing down. I will burn this house down. Like that is what he's, what was that, Greg?
That's not hard with Tesla.
Gregopedia said, not hard with the Tesla. So he is going to burn the house down. I'm wondering if he's going to hand off the company to someone else. Like this is kind of crazy. Then we get over here, the Eight of Wands has Page of Swords and Knight of Swords in reverse. And then the King of Pentacles, I think we potentially could see him selling this company. I think the combination of the lack of support of the current administration in the country and the success of the company has left a bad taste in his mouth. I think he almost wants to hand that off to somebody else and kind of start all over. So maybe we'll get the X car. I think it would be interesting if we got the X car from him and he just created a whole new vehicle that was based on some of the ideas that he's had historically. So that was all the way through July, August, September. Let's do October, November, December. We're getting to the end of his year. Personally, King of Cups. This is October, November, December. December, October, November, December. So that King of Cups, things are looking good in October. I get a sense that we've got kids in the house. We've got fun Halloween stuff going on. Who doesn't like Halloween? Losers. Yeah, he's going to be doing some interesting stuff with the kids. Not really focused on work, not really focused on the fight, but he's going to be doing some interesting things with the kids. So I was like, it's almost like there's going to be like a carnival at his house, and it's going to be really fun and really Halloween oriented. So I think that's pretty cool. Queen of Pentacles in reverse. We are going into November. The Queen of Pentacles nurtures and develops money, but the King of Pentacles kind of manages it. So this, I think, will be a declaration of, hey, with this Two of Wands, I'm dialing back what I'm doing professionally, so it's going to affect all of us. I think he's taking charge of that. I think he'll be setting up trusts and accounts for his families. I'm going to say families because he does have several families. And then over here in December, that Three of Cups in reverse, I think we get a lot of pushback from the different components of, I didn't pull one card for underneath here. Yeah, there's going to be something about him speaking to all of his families and saying, hey, we just need to kind of ride this out a little bit. Now, remember, it's an election year. We don't know what the economy is going to do. We don't know how Tesla is going to do moving forward. They don't have support from the administration. They really are the forerunner of all of our electric vehicles, and they've been just completely snubbed by our government. So by the United States government, that is. So I think we're going to see some dial back on money. That does affect the family. And I think he's going to be met with some serious resistance from the court systems and from the powers that are in play, not necessarily the people that he's working with, but the powers that are in play. Because when you do have these support arrangements, they are arranged in court. So oftentimes you have to pay it through the court system. So it'll be marked that you didn't pay or you did pay. It can get kind of dicey if you don't follow the rules on this. So professionally, we're going into this Four of Pentacles. I think we're going to see some money flying out. If, in fact, he does leave his one or both of his companies to kind of make a point, I think we're going to start to see some financial burden that's happening to him professionally. I think it's going to be a little bit harder to get a new entity started up than he thinks. Six of Swords, we are now extricated from the situation and happier times are moving ahead. One of the things that he has the ability to do is to fix situations. So to fix items and products and data and programming is one thing, but that kind of mindset, that kind of working of the mind will translate to his personal life and his professional life. He'll be able to implement that for the professional life. So while it's dark, it's always darkest before the dawn is kind of how he's thinking. Out of this darkness, we will birth something fabulous. The collective will be working on this. He really is trying to look forward and bring with him people that are good. So by the time we get to December, 7 of Pentacles, he's looking at all of the things that worked and didn't work, and he's working together with people. That 3 of Wands is there. So that means we do have a team in place. The 3 of Pentacles is in reverse. We may not have the money that we need to kickstart all of this, but he's looking backward to see what he did prior when money was hurting. So all in all, it's a year of up and downs for him. Some, a problem solution, but he is a solution kind of guy. He's going to be able to get his way out of this crazy hole. And he's like a cat. I'm going to call him Elon the cat from now on, because it does seem like he always manages to land on his feet. So I think he is going to land on his feet with this. I think I'm going to say the excess of family and baby mamas that he has does make it a little bit complicated for him, but I think he's going to wind up just fine. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. Again, like, share, and subscribe, and I hope you're having a great week.